kids. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say back in the day. Shout out Mr. Rogers, bro. Where's he gone? You know what I mean? That's a guy I haven't thought about in years, but I did my time. I did my time with Mr. Rogers when I was a little kid. You had to. He like hypnotized me the way we'd be putting on his sweater, taking off his sneakers. It was like a whole thing. Anyway, shout out Mr. Rogers. Long may he wave. I think he probably checked out years ago, though. So rest in peace, Mr. Rogers.
He did, and also follow the helpers is what he always said. He said, follow the helpers. When in doubt or when in times of need, follow the helpers. That was his advice. Couldn't be a bigger Rogers fan. Just seriously, couldn't see. And you know what? Like, take the shoes off. When I went to Japan to play baseball, that's when I learned you take your shoes off when you go in the house.
See?
Take your shoes off when you go in the house. Don't bring in the muck. Don't bring in the muck from outside into the home, right? The home is a safe place.
You know, it's funny at my house, you got like, you walk in the front door and the first thing you see is basically a pile of shoes. It kind of like gives the message that you should take your shoes off.
Right.
And I want to shout out, you just fascinate. Here come the riffs, dude. You've already triggered a few things. So let me get started on a Tuesday morning. Tony, let me say this for starters. First off, shout out to Eddie Murphy. When he was on Saturday Night Live in the early 80s, I was a little kid. I was like 7th, 8th grade during those years, but I used to stay up and watch Eddie Murphy. And he used to do Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. Yep. And dude, that one freaking spoken word, like kind of poetry thing he was doing. One time he was like, kill my landlord, kill. And all that, like, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Anyway, shout out Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. And then finally, Tony, my riff about taking your shoes off, here it comes. We've all seen the movie Donnie Brasco, right? Where Al Pacino is the mafia guy. Johnny Depp is the undercover cop trying to infiltrate the mob. Johnny Depp is wired for sound, and he's got the wires in his shoe, and they go out for like Japanese food. The guy's like, it is customary to take off your shoes. This is a Japanese restaurant. And like Johnny Depp won't do it. He's like, what are you talking about? My dad got killed in World War II. I'm not taking my shoes off. Next thing you know, he beats this poor guy up because he's wired for. Anyway, it's a whole thing. That's my quick riff on taking off your shoes. Tony, when taking off your shoes goes wrong, you know what I mean?
Totally. Well, I got to be honest, man. I did not know as a kid. Whatever, we took our shoes off when we could, but I was also an idiot kid. But when I went to Japan, first of all, the hotels and the homes are so spotless and neat that you feel like you want to take your shoes off. And then from that day forward, I'm like, you know what? Shoes off in the house. So we have a basket in front of the house where it's just loaded with shoes, man.
Here comes some more. I didn't think I was going to go barefoot riffs today, but now I'm going to stack them up. I got more, and then we'll get into the show properly. But anyway, good morning, everybody. How you doing, Badges? How you doing, Don Peralta? Andrew, good to see you, my friend. Monica Lopez, Sweet Mad Hatter. I see Rags. I see Noemi. What is happening? All of y'all. John Joseph in the house. What's happening, brother? Okay, Tony, greatest barefoot musicians. Here they come. I just saw Oteil Burbridge of Dead & Company plays every gig barefoot. He was doing it again this weekend. Shout out to Henry Rollins, former singer of Black Flag and the Rollins Band. That guy went on stage in just a pair of gym shorts. No shirt, no pants, no socks, no shoes. Always barefoot. Yes, Tony.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Ozzy used to go barefoot back in the day? I swear to God, I think he used to go barefoot in his early days with Sabbath and Ozzy days. I think he went barefoot, dude. PMP Familia, if you have any evidence or knowledge, but I also got to say Jack Johnson, great barefoot musician who does not. Ziggy Marley, not a big shoe guy. Bob Marley was not a big shoe guy. So just get your feet on the stage.
Yeah,
feel the vibrations of the stage right to the skin.
That's actually an interesting point. Feel the vibrations of the sound. I like that. And then one more guy I can throw on the pile: the former and late singer of Lynyrd Skynyrd. Was it Ronnie Van Zant? Ronnie Van Zant, I believe his name. Ronnie Van Zant used to sing barefoot too. A lot of footage of him singing in Oakland Day on the Green, completely barefoot. All right, Tony.
Ollie, John Joseph confirming that Ozzy did go barefoot. So here we go.
Oh, no, please, God, help me.
By the way, they're coming in now. Monica Lopez, Edie Brickell, and the New Bohemians. I saw Edie Brickell. I like Edie Brickell. I've always liked her. I saw her and her band, and it's a pretty good little band there. They're very Grateful Dead-esque, but they opened for the Dead. Actually, the last time I saw Brent Midland in person at Foxborough in 1990, sadly, he would pass away like 2 weeks after that. But anyway, yeah, shout out Edie Brickell, man. That's Mrs. Paul Simon, by the way. Mrs. When Paul Simon wakes up in the morning and he's got like his 4'3" body walking into the kitchen, he looks over, there's Edie Brickell making coffee. It's not a bad way to start a morning. You know what I mean?
Totally. And also, she's not a musician, but can I give some love to the former Olympic distance runner Zola Bud? Do you remember Zola Bud? She was a barefoot distance runner who had the collision with Mary Decker Tabb, also known as Mary Decker Slaney now. In the Olympics, I think it was the 84.
How are you bringing this kind of women's track knowledge to the show? I didn't know you were you were fortified with that kind of information. Dude, keep coming. Keep coming at me. Mary Decker. Damn, I hadn't heard that name in a while.
But don't you remember the collision between she and Zola Bud? Zola Bud just ran her off the track, dude. And Zola Bud was like barefoot. And we're like, what the hell is going on with this Zola Bud woman? So I'll never forget Zola Bud, dude. And hold on, Aaron Cask says, hold on, Aaron Cask is a super. I got to put him up here. He says, oh, come on, why isn't it showing? Come on, comments. There we go. The entire conversation is turning on Quentin Tarantino and your favorite coach, Rags' favorite coach, Rex Ryan also as well. It's turning on.
Yeah. But Aaron Cask said you're 100% correct. Thank you for the donation too. And Quentin Tarantino is basically on record as saying he has like an extreme foot fetish. In every one of his movies, there's at least one scene that revolves around a bare foot. It's been going on for years. It's in every one of it. In fact, there's one of his movies called Death Proof, the one with Kurt Russell, where he plays like that stuntman, Mike, kind of lunatic, killing people with his car. The opening shot of that scene is a woman's bare feet. That's like the first thing you see is this girl lying on the couch, and you just see her feet sticking up. It's like a tight shot of her feet. So anyway, shout out to Tarantino and his not hidden at all foot fetish. By the way, Tony, speaking of not hiding the facts, who do you want to give love to today first? I forget what the order or where we are in the universe. We got Losty and Flex Funding. We got Dr. Matt Young. You spin the wheel. Tell me where to go, and I'm there.
Before we do that, can I provide footage of Zola Bud and Mary Decker Slaney real quick? Can I just found it, and it's like, you know what? Why not relive it for a moment, if you don't mind, Paulie? So if we're going back here, let's see this right here. So can you see that?
I do. I see it actually pretty well. Look at you.
We'll take the silver.
Replay.
For Great Britain, Wendy Slot. Williams on Canada with Zola Bud 6th or 7th.
Zola Bud barefoot. Okay, here's the collision right there. These Zola's barefoot.
Yeah, she catches her there, and she was far too close to her. No question about that. Far too close. I can put it down to inexperience, but
put it down to inexperience. So there you go. Just wanted to
let me and by the way, let me make a show note on the air. We should do this in our production meeting, but I'll say it during the middle of the show. We got to get some applause sound effects too, because if I had one, I would applaud you right now. I don't know how you pulled this little rabbit out of the hat, dude. Is this the 84 Olympics? Is that what you're throwing at me?
Yes. And by the way, Paulie.
A little too generic. I'd like to pull, I used to use the claps from the US Open, the tennis, because they just like got a lot of enthusiasm. Anyway, not bad, Tony. My hat's off to you. Your women's track 84 Olympic knowledge is unsurpassed. My hat's off to you, buddy.
There you go.
Welcome back to Roby Tuesday. We got some ticket stubs to show off today. I think Corinne sent some in, and if you ever do, Tuesday is our show us your stubs day. Just kind of a new little feature we've been working on today. Last week I did a bunch of Grateful Dead stuff in honor of the shows over the weekend. But today I pulled tickets, I think, from at one time every Bay Area team. I'm talking Giants, Niners, Sharks, Raiders. Oh, you know what? I left out the A's. Not intentionally, but I don't think I have an A stub in front of me right now. But I got everybody else. So we'll get into that a little bit later on too. What do you got, T?
You probably have Oakland Coliseum Dead tickets, don't you? Do you have Oakland
Coliseum? But I'm not doing that today. I was going to keep it all sports today.
Cool. Well, I've got random sports. I got sports that involve the state of Oregon, the state of Florida, and the state of Louisiana today.
Okay. Can we take a step back, y'all? On the count of 3, y'all take a step back. I want to take a step back.
I love the riff. I love the riff that Garcia plays right when Bobby says, on the count of 3, I'll take a step back. And then Jerry starts just like playing this lick. It's awesome. We got to get that sound back too, dude.
Tony, which sponsor am I going to give the love to first today? I got a lot of love to give, and I just want to know where to apply that love.
Round and round and round she goes. Let's spin the wheel, the sponsor wheel, and it lands on Dr. Young. Let's go Dr. Young, Paulie.
Okay.
Why don't we go Dr. Young?
Dr. Young first. Low Steve, your time will come in just a few minutes, but Dr. Young, the official dental office of the Paulie Mac Particle Show, of course, co-hosted by Creative Tony. Info at youngdentalsf.com. We are right there in the mouth, the belly of the beast, if you will. Dr. Young has been my dentist for well over a decade. I've developed a great friendship with this guy, too. He's a family man, big Giants fan, very active, just like Tony, in the Little League community up until this year, because now his kid's going to be playing baseball over at SI. Sounds familiar. Same kind of lineage Creative Tony came from. Give Dr. Young a call at your convenience, 415-392-8611. He's located right there in Union Square. He's been in practice for over 25 years. Again, I like to remind everybody he has been not only working on my teeth for a long time, but he offers comprehensive dental care to everybody. And I'm talking about he runs the gamut, Tony. Cleanings, fillings, implants, veneers, emergency care. I've had emergency care at times. You ever get one of those really bad toothaches and you're like, you put it off, and you're like, you know what? Something's going on. I got to go see a professional. I've been there. He can take care of that too. He'll make emergency appointments if that is required. And again, I can't say enough good things about the entire staff and his team down there at his office. They're all very friendly. They're all very professional and accommodating. I like to remind folks too that if you are trying to give your teeth kind of an upgrade and you're looking at some implants, that is one of his specialties. In fact, he is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. Again, he can take pretty much all the major insurance companies. You shouldn't have any problems there. Dr. Matt Young is your one-stop shop to all your dental needs. So don't put it off anymore. If you're thinking about making a switch, you're not crazy about your dentist. Believe me, I get it. I've been there. But I'm never leaving Dr. Young. I'm telling you right now, I'm going the distance with this guy because he is the best dentist I've ever been to, Tony. And you should check him out too. Give him a call today, 392-8611, Big T.
Dude, he's going the distance like cake. He's going the distance. By the way,
yeah.
Cake headlining this year's Sound Summit, which Paulie and Murph will be emceeing, and I will be there as well at the top of the mountain, Mount Tam. What is that? The second weekend of September, I believe, or third weekend of September,
something like that. Yeah.
We'll get all the info for you as it gets nearer and closer, and we will have more information as it's closer. But I wanted to this is from Herbert P. in San Francisco. Okay, he gives a 5-star review on Yelp to Dr. Young. He says, "My appointment was prompt. Everybody was friendly, very informative, knowledgeable. I'm very happy I picked Young Dental," and Young Dental is in caps. He says, "It's my one-stop shop for all my dental work. Looking forward to getting my implant done." That's the whole point. Who looks forward to getting an implant done, right? No one. But this guy says, "I'm actually looking forward to getting it done because I know it's going to be a friendly experience. The work's going to be done well." And he says, "And I will be a long-time client. If you're looking for a dentist, believe me, this is the place, Young Dental." So that's not just from us. That's from Herbert P. in San Francisco. And also, Paulie, time has come today, you said? Time has come today because, dude, summer is ending and kids have been eating garbage all summer, right? So it's time to get your kids and their teeth checked. Heck, I've been eating garbage a lot of the summer, dude. So it's time for people at the end of the summer. You've been having a very frivolous, a lot of frivolity this summer. You've been kind of footloose and fancy free. You've been kind of living it up summertime. Well, now it's time to get the gums checked. It's time to get the teeth checked, get a whitening, a cleaning, all that stuff. Dr. Young. Info at youngdentalsf.com or call him 415-392-8611, 415-392-8611, or 415-392 John Frank, Dr. John Frank, Alex Smith.
Thank you, Big T. I appreciate that. Hey, by the way, Aaron Cass, great call. Aaron Cass made a comment when you were talking about Dr. Young. He goes, Polymac's theme song should be for the offices of Matt Young, should be Bob Dylan's Forever Young. Great call, great song, and it's been noted. Okay, here we go. Rex, take care of your gums. You know the deal, buddy. You got to keep flossing over there. Okay, Tony, your San Francisco Giants were back at it again with their hijinks, their usual kind of trickery, where you have a very good outing from a starting pitcher. Maybe it was Logan Webb in the first half. In the second half, seems like the pinata is going to be Verlander. He pitched really well again yesterday. And the Giants, let me give you some numbers. I'm a big numbers guy, Tony. You know that. They take the loss 5-4. And I like to remind everybody they gave up those 2 runs in the ninth. That was the 25th time the Giants have blown a lead and turned that one into a loss this year. The 25th time, Tony, that's 25 games that they potentially could have, should have won, and they're unable to hold the lead. Is Brian Wilson available? Is Rod Beck available? Rest in peace. Rob Nen, come on out with smoke on the water. I don't get Sergio Romo. Throw your slider, bro. Tony, it's starting to get to me a little bit, and I don't want to hear about Doval. I'm not pining for Doval. Let him do his thing in New York. I'm not saying he was the guy, but this is it's a bad way to start a series in Pittsburgh, Tony.
Dude, when you have a 4-1 lead, Paulie, when you have a 4-1 lead going into the 7th inning, you got to win that ball game. You just got to win, especially against a team like Pittsburgh that has 42 wins, I think, or 47 wins, whatever. I haven't looked at the same. I think it was in their wins are in the 40s. So you got to get that win, man. You got to get that win. And again, I would love to dig into the stats, and I'm not, a stat guy, but as much as I didn't do the research basically for this stat, but I would love to know how many quality outings the Giants have wasted this year. Because again, Verlander, a quality outing. Dude, Verlander, let's tip the cap. Everybody, let's all tip the cap to Justin Verlander, 42-year-old Justin Verlander, who's, by the way, hitting the radar gun at 97, 98 last night. Let's just tip our cap because the last 15 innings for Verlander, his last 3 outings, he's gone 5 innings apiece. And that's what, like Jeremy Affeldt said when he joined us a couple weeks ago, 5 innings is what you're going to get from Verlander. He's given us 5 innings against Atlanta, 5 innings against Pittsburgh on the 29th of July, 5 innings against Pittsburgh yesterday. He's given up 1 earned run in those 15 innings. You got to tip your cap and say, dude, you're doing your job. You are doing your job. And now what we thought was like, oh, the bullpen in the beginning of the season, first half of the season, now the bullpen's the one that's giving it up.
Do you think that part of the reason they're struggling, the pen is, and I'm asking, I don't know, this is a question for you, Tony. Do you think part of the reason they're struggling now or recently is because maybe they were overworked in the first half? I don't know. I'm asking you, is that part of what we're looking at now?
Possibly. I know that Rodriguez isn't used to going out for 2 innings. He didn't go 2 innings. He threw a few pitches and they threw the runner out stealing, but still it's a mindset thing where you're just expected to throw 1 inning. So I'm not blaming that on Rodriguez because I know that I saw some people on social media saying Melvin should know that, and it's like, but he didn't even throw that many pitches in the 8th inning. So, and I like Rodriguez, and it's just the growing pains, I think, of Rodriguez. He got squeezed too, man. I'm not going to blame the umps, but he got squeezed. I mean, that was a tight freaking zone. But as you tell freaking little leaguers, as you tell them when they first start pitching, walks will kill you. Walks will kill you. Free passes will kill you. And dude, 3 of the 5 runs that the Pirates scored yesterday were walks or hit by pitch. So, and by the way, Bart's all of a sudden a clutch hitter.
Yeah, well, no, he's sticking it to the Giants, man. He's sticking it. The crazy thing about Joey Bart is I wonder sometimes if the Giants were a little too impatient with him. Like, I mean, let the kid grow a little bit because it looks like let me ask you a question. Let's be totally honest right now, Tony. Yeah. Don't give me favoritism. Don't come at me with your orange, pullover poncho. I want facts. I want solid answers. If I gave you a choice right now and I said you can have Bailey or Joey Bart, who are you taking? Go.
Oh boy. Wow.
Right now, today.
Bailey. I'll go Bailey because he can switch hit. He is a
Kenny though? Kenny?
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure he can. I would like a little more pop behind no hesitation. Joey Bart, 100%. And by the way, I got to say, SF Charlie. I can't tell you how much I love that name, brother. SF. We need more Charlies in the world. Let me just say that right now. Enough of these Blaines, enough of these Hunters and Logans. Give me a Charlie. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Charlie? Anyway, I'm with you, SF Charlie. And also shout out John Joseph when you were talking about the bullpen. I just saw John Joseph's comment go scrolling by. It just said, "We suck." And it just, sometimes that's all you need, dude. Succinct, write down, distill it.
But Paulie, I gotta say, Gravy said Bart couldn't hit when he was a Giant, and I agree with Gravy.
Maybe we didn't give enough time. Like I'm saying, maybe we didn't give enough time. We're giving Patrick Bailey all the slack in the world.
it's possible that we did not give him enough time. That is possible, but I do like the Bailey switch hitting factor, and Bailey's just a better defensive catcher than Bart.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Mm-hmm.
And in the grand scheme, what you want from your catcher is defense first, offense second. That's why what's his name for the Will Smith for the Dodgers is such a freaking valuable commodity on that team is Will Smith, because he's a great hitter and a great catcher. I mean, that's why Johnny Bench was such a freaking great player, or Buster freaking Posey, right?
Let me give you my brush with Johnny Bench greatness. This is a classic. Right. So years ago, Murph and Mac show, we're still in the old building. I remember we were still on Hawthorne when this happened. I don't even remember what the occasion was. Maybe it was when the All-Star game came to San Francisco. That might have been the reason. I'm forgetting. But anyway, Johnny Bench came in studio one day. I mean, this is like one of the greatest catchers in the history of baseball, certainly in my lifetime. So he comes in, and Murph and I interview him, and it was cool and everything. And then after the interview, dude, poor Lee Hammer. Here comes Hammer, bro. He comes walking in, and he's all excited. And I get it, dude. Sometimes you do. You get excited about a guest. When, like, Mike Tyson came in once, bro, I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. I was excited about that. But anyway, Johnny Bench comes in. Lee Hammer comes in after the interview. He goes, Johnny, I just wanted to say you're my favorite player growing up. You're my hero. And Johnny Bench looked at Lee Hammer and he was like, who is this guy? What's this guy? I was like, God, man, do you remember that, buddy? Shit, I felt so bad. I'm like, sorry, Lee. When one of your heroes dismisses you, who is this guy? Anyway, shout out Johnny Bench, the great Johnny Bench, Tony. Yes.
Escobar is a super. He's saying Johnny Bench. Hands, dude. Hell yeah, hands, dude. He's such a badass dude. I have a kid that I coach, and he wears number 5. And I go, why do you wear number 5? And he goes, Johnny Bench. And I was like, oh my God, dude, respect, man, respect. But also, I thought you were gonna say there was a run-in because Johnny Bench was in studio because he was representing Krylon paint. And this week in baseball, do you remember his Krylon spray paint commercials for this week in baseball, dude?
Crouch? Was he holding the paint in a crouch? I think he was in the crouch.
No, he caught the can of spray paint in his glove, dude, and he'd say, "No runs, no drips, no errors."
Tony is a freaking fact machine for throwback ads, throwback Olympics. Tony, I don't know where you're getting this from, but keep it coming. I love this knowledge you're bringing today. Now I do remember that. I had forgotten about that Johnny Bench ad. But anyway, yeah.
I saw Joe Schmo on the chat. He wanted to know if Tolbert's on today, just because our Bay Area Sports Collective brother Tom Tolbert, he is not on today. He'll be on tomorrow. He was on yesterday. Usually Tom does Monday, Wednesday, Friday, as does Rod Brooks in the Quality Hang. John Lund is more like the PMP, where he's a hardworking Johnny Lund. He's every day, usually around 8 a.m. in the morning, although he does a lot of things around Niner camp, midday or after Niner camp right now. And he's doing some things with Larry Krueger after Giants games on Fridays. I think that's called, what is that? Top of the pint, I think it's called, or something like that. Something about pints and baseball. It's a baseball pun. Dom knows the name. Dom can, wait a second. Dom Peralta just updated me that Lund changed it up to 7 p.m. Oh, okay. All right. 7 p.m. for Johnny Lund moving forward. Thank you, Dom Peralta. Dude, freaking Dom. That guy's amazing. Go ahead.
I've wondered too in the past, on that note, do we do too many shows? I don't know. We decided, because originally Tony and I, before we launched this thing in January, we the original idea was, and Tony was big on this. He was like, we're going to do 3 shows a week. We'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then suddenly we were just doing shows every single day. And that's just kind of the way I am. I like to do a show every day. There's new stuff happening every day. I like to connect with the audience every day. So I plan on keeping this going unless you guys say, no, scale it back, give me less, which we can do. See, Escobar saying not enough shows. And that's kind of where I'm at. I want to do one every day. That's just kind of how we're built. So we plan on doing that. But I will say this, Tony, I want to go back to your Joey Bart thing in 1 second. But we have our own little show kind of scheduling thing we need to talk about, because this Thursday, I can't do an 11 a.m. show. Mm-hmm. I have to go to the this is going to suck, man. I got to go to the San Francisco DMV. I got a 9:50 appointment, and they kicked me out of Marin to the city. I was trying to get it over here in Corte Madera. They're like, yeah, no dice. Go to San Francisco. I'm like, God, man. So anyway, I got to go to the city that morning, and I wouldn't make it on time for the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a special launch time on Thursday. We'll remind everybody tomorrow, and online and on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. But what are we starting 4:20 Thursday?
Yeah, we'll start at 420. We'll get this little. We'll get the fresh rolled J sparked up at 420 on Thursday, and Polymax Pizza. We'll do a 420 show this coming Thursday, Polly.
I look forward to that. So anyway, note that, you guys, special time. We're going to go over to 420 on Thursday. Tony, go back to your Joey Bart thing, though. You were in the middle of saying something about Bart. We're talking.
I was saying that Bailey is a far better defensive catcher than Joey Bart. And at the end of the day, I want defense from my catcher. So I would prefer that. Yes, Bailey is struggling at the plate mightily, but he offers a switch hitting option. He's a better runner. He's a faster runner than Bart. And I think it might be recency bias with Bart because he's done well against the Giants, but I don't know, like, I would rather have Bailey behind the plate, and I'm looking at Joey Bart. Joey Bart is batting 243 this year, so that's not bad. It's better than Bailey. I gotta say, it's better than Bailey. How many home runs does Bart have? I'm looking at his season.
That's a good question. I'm curious. He's got pop. I mean, obviously, he's got some power.
He has one home run.
Wow, that's it. And what, Bailey has two?
I don't know what Bailey does. I can look that up real quick.
Yeah, that inside the Parker, which was very exciting, the walk-off, but I think he had one other one, Bailey. Maybe they each have one. I don't know. Let me know.
Dude, Bailey has two. That is hysterical. Bailey has 91 strikeouts, though, dude. 90.
No, it's not. I know.
Yeah.
It's not good. So, the other crazy thing now is that, Verlander is starting to find it and he might become like a very valuable piece for this team as they kind of compete to get in the postseason this year in any way, shape, or form. Having Verlander finding his footing even this late point in the season, it might be a saving grace, because it's crazy that today, first pitch today, 340, Logan Webb's on the hill. I'm going to admit to you right now, I love Logan Webb. He's probably my favorite player on the team, but he has been struggling lately, and you are now in my head, Tony. You're haunting me with your takes, because you said yesterday you've heard a couple of whispers about what people call dead arm with Logan Webb, and that concerns me. Like, I'd like to see him put something solid together today, but it's been the last, I think, 3 starts. He's not looked very Logan Webb-ish.
Yeah, no, there is a thing called dead arm, and it's kind of just like fatigue. And Logan Webb's big thing is he wants to give you 200 plus innings every year. So I love that mindset, and that's what you can guarantee about Logan Webb. He's not going to give you the 5; he'll give you 6 or 7 every time, right? So I just love that in Logan Webb, but there has been rumblings of him having a bit of a dead arm, and you can't skip a start now because you're in the dog days of summer, and they need these W's, man. So
Sorry to interrupt you, Tony. We got a special on. Hold on, let me get the. Let me make sure that we've got the proper audio features happening here. Creative Tony, so I got to cut my hands. Tony, we got a special announcement we need to make in the middle of a segment. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it appears that the Hum Daddies, our brothers in Bay Area broadcasting, are asking a very important question. Stand by.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get that off. The Hum Daddies are inquiring, and I'm glad I saw this message. What's up, Hum Daddies? We love what you guys are doing over there. They want to know if we have any tickets left for 826 because the daddies want to join us. Tony, maybe you can walk them through it, put the info up on how folks can get those tickets. I know we got a couple left, so go ahead.
What's up, Hum Daddies? First of all, thank you for your support of the show. And by the way, great job. You guys are doing a great job as well. I've checked out your show a bunch, and keep it going. Yes, we still have tickets available. I think we're under 10 tickets, but we still have tickets available for August 26th, Learn with Los, where we're going to do Longbridge Pizza Hang. And then we're going to do 645 Giants versus Cubs in section 204 in the club level. If you go to our YouTube page at Polymax Particles, first you want to like today's show, then you want to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, then become a VIP if you haven't done that already, and then you can see the link in our bio where it has all the links, and the top, or one of the top links, is our Jot form where it has the ability to buy merchandise and tickets for the game on August 26th. And we would love to have you guys, seriously, love to have you guys come on out. We'll make it worth your while. As Mike Damone says, you won't regret it.
Very good. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, how many are left? Did you say that?
I think we're under 10. I think we're under 10 because my buddy, shout out my buddy Mel Aragon, who's been working with Los D at Flex Funding. Mel just texted me yesterday. He's going to get a couple, and I think that my parents might be getting a couple too. So it's like we're dwindling down. We're under 10, I believe.
Well, that's going to be a great time. Hum Daddies, I look forward to hanging out with you guys. Noemi, damn, it's a PMP takeover. Yeah, it kind of is. I hope to see you there. No. Oh, by the way, Tony, did you send out we're doing all this like housekeeping on the air. Sorry. I'm just now, by the way, starting to come back to earth. Just so you guys know, the electricity was coursing through my body all weekend. And bro, when we got off the air yesterday, I went downstairs. I made you know what I did? I whacked down some soup. I had some soup and crackers, freaking threw my feet up out like a effing light, dude. I was so gassed after those 3 shows. So I slept yesterday. And today I sort of feel kind of half normal. I'm just starting to come back, Tony. I'm just finally coming back and starting to feel, you know how it is, dude. When was the last time you did a 3-night show back to back to back run?
It's been a while actually, but it's a marathon, not a sprint attitude, right? Where you just got to kind of take your time. You really got to have the long distance, the mindset of long distance of making it to Sunday, because come Sunday, you're digging deep, you're crispy, you're tired, you need to stretch, you probably haven't gotten a lot of sleep, but then once you get to the venue, the energy takes over and you're fine. It's just getting there. The hardest part on the 3rd day of, especially on Sundays, if it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday run, the hardest part is getting there, because once you get there, the energy takes over. You run into people, hugs, high fives, smiles, then the music starts, and then it's just like, there's no way I was going to miss this. There's no chance on earth I was going to miss this. So
I like what you just said: hugs, smiles, high fives. Then the music starts. Smiles, hugs, high fives. Very good. Creative Tony, and the ticket purchasing information, again, because I'm actually writing my own notes down right now because I need to tell somebody. I think I know somebody who wants to buy tickets too, and I don't think that person is listening right now. So they can go to which website to get these? How do they get them?
Our YouTube page, our YouTube channel.
Okay. Thank you, Tony.
Just search Polymax Particles on YouTube, and it's at the top near our bio at the top of the page.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm writing all of this down. See, I'm just like you guys. I don't know. I got to take notes too, or I get lost in the woods. Okay.
Dude, hold on. Hum Daddy's already ordered their tickets. That's freaking badass. Nice work, Hum Daddy's. Great job. And also, Escobar's a super again, and he says, so we're going to have 2 daddies and 1 pappy. I love it, Escobar. That's awesome. Escobar, wear that vest, if you don't mind. Is that a vest?
It might be a tank top. I can't tell what that is. It might be a workout shirt. I don't know. I want him to wear that mask, bro. Come strapped in with that mask. Anyway, I look forward to hanging out. Are we getting John Joseph on 826? I don't know. I hope so. I could use some JJ. Hope to get some double J. All right, Tony, final thoughts on the Giants. I want to do a little bit of Niners. I know we got tickets to get to and your top 3. So, Logan Webb, I don't know. How you feeling about him right now? Are you confident going into his start today?
Yes, I am confident because he's the guy is truly the true essence of a gamer. Seriously, he'll dig deep. He will give Giants fans everything he has in the tank. And he's one of my favorite Giants of all time. Honest to God, I love the kid. And and also born in San Carlos and grew up in Rockland, so local kid too. Oh, by the way, we have to have a pause here in the show because I saw some stuff on social media yesterday that I don't know how I feel about it, Paulie, and I need some counseling because I saw this cute little New York Giants and San Francisco Giants hang out, and it was Logan Webb and Matt Chapman hanging out with Eli Manning, dude.
I saw it too. I don't need it. They don't seem to understand. Like this ain't no.
Yeah, all of a sudden we're supposed to be what?
I listen. A lot of people know this about me. Not that it's a big deal, but for those that don't, I am on such a hating the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs guts like tear for the past couple of years that people don't. Tony, if I can quote some street language, don't get it twisted, y'all. Okay, don't get it twisted. My first and primary source of NFL hatred will always be the New York Giants. There's just no getting around it. I can't stand the sight of them. I can't stand that state. Let me tell you what about that place, MetLife. Piece of S. Their new stadium, it's a complete piece of S. It looks like a big, ugly structure. Oh, my God.
Look at that.
Is that Mike Francesa? I'm going to throw up, dude. I'm going to throw up.
I know.
Oh, dude, come on.
Right?
Don't they know about Mike Francesa? Get the F out of here. I don't want any part of this. I'm so pissed off you're showing me. I had not seen this.
I just don't know what to say about this because we're supposed to think this is cute and funny.
I
And
hate this. I hate this. I didn't know it had gotten to this carried away where we're sitting down in our uniforms now. These are our freaking sworn enemies. These guys.
Right. And it involves one of my favorite Giants of all time in Logan Webb. Like that, he must have gotten a nice, handsome paycheck for this. I hope.
This is way too effing cute. This is like an attempt to be killed. We're so clever. See, they're Giants. We're Giants. No, I hate it. I reject it. And I don't want Francesa. Get him and his big teeth out of here. I don't want him.
God, it's brutal. There's a video I would show, but I think we would get it copyright busted or whatever. So nothing to show it. But it's just pictures, and I don't know why we're supposed to like this. I don't know.
Keep that picture up for 1 second, Tony. Do you know who the guy in the center is? Do you know Mike Francesa? You know who he is?
Of course, yes.
And you're aware of the fact that he was the former partner of Chris Mad Dog Russo, a guy we all like. Okay, so that was a very, very big show in New York, like in the 90s when I was still living back there before I came back home to San Francisco. I used to listen to Mike and the Mad Dog. But Francesa and his attitude and his name drop, I was having dinner with Bill Parcells last night, and I was talking to Parcells, me and Parcells. Like he's always like him and Parcells, me and Parcells, we're gonna go fishing, me and Parcells, we shop at Big and Tall, me and Parcells, or blah, blah, blah. Enough with him. And I always loved Russo, and I still do, but I was never a Francesa fan. And the fact that they're sticking him in my face on top of everything else. And here's another complaint. Why is the New York Football Giant logo ahead of the Giant logo? You read from left to right, put the Giant. I can't tell you enough how much I hate this. I didn't know you were going to do this, but now I'm pissed.
All right, now hold. You know what? Now I'm going to do it just because I'm gonna roll the dice here, Paulie. I'm just going to show it. And
no! Look at this a-hole.
Dude.
I hate this.
Right.
I hate it. Hate it so much.
I mean,
they really do get together.
Oh, so funny. I get it.
I was thinking next year
I mean, dude, he's actually like, it's Eli Manning trying to promote his show. So I guess in one way we should be humbled that he wants to use the San Francisco Giants to promote his show. But my God, man, I saw this and I meant to like talk to you about this before the show and I forgot to, Paulie, but then you brought up Logan Webb. And I'm like, wait a second.
Hey, Noemi, nice. Is that Gary Busey? Good effing. I'll take Busey. You know what? Busey, I'll hang with Busey over Francesa any day.
You too. Give me two.
We got him. We got him on standby. We support Busey on this show. Shout out to the Buddy Holly story, too. Don't forget, Gary Busey got nominated for an Academy Award. Don't sleep on that. But anyway, be totally honest with you, in a rare moment of non-Giant hatred, I actually don't have a problem with Eli Manning. I don't. I think he's an okay guy. However he did it, that great defense, good offensive line, good running backs. They beat the New England Patriots twice at the peak of their powers. That's the guy who didn't allow the Patriots to have that perfect season when they won all their games, except for the New York Giants. They beat them somehow. So hats off to him in that respect. But my lifetime of commitment to hating the New York Giants is not going away. It's just not going away. Tony, for you, it's different now because I was in the belly of the beast back there. The only 49er fan surrounded by a sea of Giant fans. What was your, so I just showed you my hand. I hate the Giants. I hate the Chiefs. What were you like growing up as a kid, even today? Like I don't even know the answer to this, which is wild. What is your arch nemesis football team that makes you feel the way I do about the New York Giants?
The Cowboys. No question. The Dallas Cowboys.
Today, because it's been so dormant for so long.
I see that freaking star and it makes my stomach turn. And that they call themselves America's team. I loved what T.O. did on the star. I freaking loved it. That moment was so great. And I wasn't the biggest T.O. fan. The guy was an athletic specimen, but I loved what he did there. And I've always hated the Cowboys. The Tom Landry days, the Jerry Jones, the Bill Parcells, the Barry Switzer, not Bill Parcells, what's the guy's name? Mike McDaniel now, dude. Mike McDaniel. Wow. I'm not going to get on that. Sorry, Rags, but I just can't stand Dallas. And yes, we haven't even started football season, but the hate's going to come strong. And now Dak Prescott, the highest paid quarterback in football. You're telling me he's the best quarterback in football? Give me a freaking break.
And I think his playoff record is 2-5, if I'm not mistaken. Never been to a conference championship, and he's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. That's Jerry Jones. Hey, if somebody wants to make me the highest paid internet host of all time, I'll take the check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no. So if I'm Dak Prescott, I'm going, yeah, stick that money in my bank account, big dog. Thank you. I can't get mad at the guy for being paid, but he is overpaid. Like it's not his fault. But you're right. There's no way to justify him being the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. There's just no body of work there. There's no body of work that you can say, like, well, he did this, and this. He really hasn't done anything. So I can't defend it.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Micah Parsons thing, because Jerry Jones flat out said we're not getting rid of Micah Parsons. This is all just part of negotiations, and I don't think Parsons will hold out if he has to.
So too. I think Parsons is prepared to actually sit out if it comes to that. I really do. And Jerry Jones, I think, is maybe losing his touch with because it ain't 1993 anymore, man. The mentality of these athletes has changed. They have so much power now. And I know what Jerry Jones is doing. He's taking like an old school stance, but an old school stance in this modern era is usually a recipe for disaster. It just doesn't work like that anymore. Like the methods of a guy like Bobby Knight. You know what I mean? Like disciplinarian, hard ass, Bill Parcells, same kind of guy. I don't think that really works anymore. It's just a different era, and athletes are way more empowered now, and they don't want to tolerate that. So anyway, Tony, I asked, you answered. Thank you for that. Go ahead. What do you got?
A couple things. First of all, Forever SF Giants, welcome to the show. I see you on the chat. He's asking about how do I get in on the Giants game. Forever SF Giants, go to our YouTube page at Polymax Particles. Up on the bio, near the bio, there's a bunch of links. Click on the links, Jot Form, the Jot Form link, and it will have your ability to buy merchandise or buy tickets to the Giants game. We would love to see you there, dude. August 26th, Learn with Carlos de la Fuente, and Flex Funding. He'll be taking your questions about life, about mortgages, about real estate, about lending, borrowing, so all that stuff. So 8:26 Giants Cubs, 6:45 p.m., section 204, but we're going to do a hangout at Longbridge Pizza before that, so it's going to be a great day. Get in on the action if you could. Forever Forever SF Giants. And then second of all, Paulie, I had to ask you.
Yeah.
You just asked me my like, who do I hate the most? And I said the Cowboys. And I know you said the Giants, but who do you hate more? Phil Simms or Brett Favre?
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
You're going to really give me pause here, because it appears to me that Brett Favre is a true scumbag, the world. The guy is a scumbag. Yes. He has taken money from charitable causes where people really need, and he is stolen from like charitable attempts in the community. So that is just reprehensible. I can't defend that in any way. I don't think Phil Simms is like a scumbag, like in the world. He's probably an okay guy, but I'll never forgive him for getting in Ronnie Lott's face after we won that Monday night game in 1990, 7-3, one of the greatest football games I've ever seen played. I believe it is still the highest rated Monday night football game of all time. I think so.
Wow.
And both teams were 10-1. We all know the game. John Taylor had the only touchdown of the game. And then Phil Simms, what do you think you're gonna bow up and get in Ronnie Lott's face? That ain't gonna go well for you, brother. I can tell you that right now. And anyway, so I got a thing against Simms on the field, but Brett Favre on the field and off the field, scumbag. I'm just saying it right now. I'm sorry. You steal from charitable events for people who are like in desperate need of financial help. You're an a-hole. You really are. You are just a scumbag, as I said maybe 10 times now. So I'll probably say Brett Favre. How do you like that? Maybe it surprised the group, but as far as I know, Phil Simms has never stolen from the needy. You know what I mean? But Brett Favre has. Yeah.
Well said. The answer my question. Well said. We can move on from that.
Thank you, Noemi. And she's going over. You can give me more fuel for this fire. What's up, Euro Cherry? Good to see you. Another new name on the board today. Noemi, total creep. Brett Favre is, and he said, don't forget, Phil Simms was also taking pictures of his junk and sending them to that Jets reporter who there was like a female sideline reporter or something like that who worked for the Jets, and he was sending her like inappropriate picture. The guy's just an a-hole across the board, just complete a-hole.
Not Phil Simms, Brett Favre. Brett Favre is the one sending pictures, not Phil Simms.
No. Phil Simms didn't take a picture. I don't want to see anybody's junk, especially Simms or Favre. You know what I mean, Tony? I got one. Well, should I? I'm going to say it.
go ahead. I was going to say,
I don't need to see pictures of Brett Favre's Mississippi freckle-covered junk. Okay. Because I'm thinking freckles on this guy now. I just have a feeling. I probably shouldn't say that. Aaron Kask, he's a super. Get him up there real quick for me, Tony.
I will. And also, didn't Favre used to wasn't he addicted to Vicodin or something? And then
not only was he addicted to Vicodin, Tony, the word on the street was he was digging through his own feces to retrieve pills that his body had rejected. True story. Anyway,
or vomit. I think he would vomit. Them up and then re-ingest.
Oh, God bless America. Either way, that is some awful stuff. Aaron Kask, Favre's name pronunciation doesn't even make sense. Yeah, Favre. Right.
We were not planning to rip Brett Favre and Phil Simms today, but I love it. It's great. No. We're getting ready for NFL season, by the way. Niners hosting the Broncos. Niners hosting oh God, why am I blanking on his name right now? Great Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga this weekend, by the way.
Let me tell you something right now. I know Carlos and I have talked about this. I think that Los D, and we can go let's do a Los D spot right after this, actually. But I got to say that I really I'm just disappointed that Dre Greenlaw is not a 49er anymore. He it reminded me of the Willis Bowman era. Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis, that kind of tandem, having Fred Warner and I know Greenlaw got hurt. I understand that. But I just think unloading him like that, you're taking a big piece of the heart of the team away, because that guy was a competitor, ferocity on the field. I'm going to miss Dre Greenlaw a lot, and seeing him in a Denver uniform is not going to be right, spiritually.
Very weird. So I'm not looking forward to it either, Paulie. But we can go into Carlos De La Fuente because we love our man Los.
Yeah. Well, in fact, can I get the song today? It's been a little. Give me the Los. I want the Los for my own head. Yeah.
Let me grab that real quick. Hang on.
Give us the Los.
Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. Give us the Los. What tone would you like?
Okay, very good. Thank you, Tony. By the way, we have some new musical features that we will unveil tomorrow night. Matter of fact, we got a brand new song for you guys. We're going to play it for you tomorrow night. And then the who sent in the creative Tony One Glove song? It was amazing.
Dude, Pine Needle. Freaking Pine Needle. He sent in 5 different versions, with same lyrics for each version, but 5 versions. I can't wait to launch these tomorrow night and get everybody's reaction. They're so good.
Well, Pine Needle, my hat's off to you, buddy. Oh, I see you are on the board. Good. I'm glad to see you today, Pine Needle. Thanks for all the stuff you've contributed to the show. The backdrops for Tony. That rock version of the creative Tony One Glove song, home run. Home effing run. I don't know how we recorded that. Sounds amazing. Great playing, great vocals. And that's something I can play on 107.7 The Bone right now. Yep. Coming up next, we got Pine Needle's new track, Tony One Glove. We'll be back for the hot lunch right after this. I'm ready to take it to the airwaves. It sounds great. And I want to go, if I could, with the rock version. It's just too good.
Yeah, you bet. Okay. I'm down.
Yep. All right. In the meantime, Carlos De La Fuente has his own songs, of course, as a lot of VIPs on this show do. So let's talk about Carlos and Flex Funding. Carlos De La Fuente, Los D on the streets. We know him, we love him, and we talk about all kind of financial matters and assistance and services that he provides to the greater community. For example, mortgage broker. Yep. Check that box right now. Money lender. Yep. Check that box right now. If you are sitting here watching the show and you're like, you know what, man, I should talk to Carlos because I got this, that, and the other thing that are making me a little bit nervous and I could use a loan. Go ahead. Have a conversation with Carlos. Very easy guy to talk to. Carlos at myflexnow.com. You want to shoot him an email. You can also call him anytime, 925-250-4894. We'll have that great opportunity on 826 to hang out with Carlos, learn from Los, ask him any kind of question you want in a relaxed environment. And I think that helps because it is intimidating if you're not, trained in the financial world. I'm one of those people, dude. I get lost in the woods when it comes to finances and numbers. I'm terrible with that stuff. And it is intimidating and it is scary. But that's why having a guy like Carlos on your side is so freaking valuable, man. I'm telling you. And in a relaxed environment like we're going to have on August 26th, it's the perfect opportunity. I mean, maybe you can do some business with Carlos, because we have had members of the PMP community do business with Carlos to wonderful, wonderful results. One of the primary things I want to say real quick, Tony, and I'll let you take it with Carlos, is that he is masterful when it comes to HELOC loans, home equity lines of credit. It's one of his specialties, as a matter of fact, and he has partnered with a new lender. The both of them together, it's like the Avengers, man. They're going to take care of you. So talk to Carlos. If a HELOC loan is something you guys are thinking about, this is the guy you need to talk to. You will never get hit with any kind of hidden fees or appraisal fees, escrow, title fees, nothing. None of that stuff is going to happen. Carlos is above boards. He's honest. He's sincere. And going to work, having him go to work for you could be one of the great moves of your adult life. So reach out, have that conversation with Carlos today, Tony.
Carlos, aka hashtag one-stop shop, Paulie, meaning he can cover so many different situations. You have to present them to Los, though. So if you think you have a situation that it has no answer or has no solution, present it to Carlos de la Fuente, and he will work with you to work something out. And also, I just want to say, with like an Alt-A loan, that so many people now in 2025 are going out on their own. Hello, Paulie and I are independent contractors now. We are basically working for ourselves, and we are filing 1099 forms for taxes. If you have questions about that and are looking for a loan, and looking for an Alt-A loan could be the answer for you if you are working, if you're self-employed, if you're newly self-employed, which is happening a ton nowadays in society, especially with all the shows and the podcasts and the social media. So all these situations, go to Los. And if it's not the right time, he was not going to force it. But Paulie, the last point I want to just really hit on is that there's not many decisions or circumstances more important in your life than your finances when it comes to your situation personally, or if you're money for your kids or whatever. So you need to have to consult with somebody that you like and trust. And that is why we believe in Los and are recommending him so much, because of the type of dude that he is.
Here's a new parody song. I just thought about it because you triggered an idea in my head. Shout out Cher, the immaculate, the incredible Cher, who, by the way, was at one time the romantic interest of none other than Gene Simmons, the hottest band in the world, Kiss. Nice. He was dating Cher back in the. Imagine this 1-2 punch from Gene Simmons. The guy is dating Cher, okay, like 77, 78, and then you know what he does? He turns around and starts dating Cher's best friend, Diana Ross. Okay. Yep. Now he's dating both of them. I don't know how he did it. Gene Simmons, man, whatever. He checked every box out there. Anyway, that's that's the love interest of Gene Simmons. I just wanted to throw that on the table. But the song parody that I'm working on is, do you believe in loans after Los? Loans after Los. You got me? Just something I'm working on in my spare time. Tony, go ahead.
Believe in loans after Los. And at the end of the day, trust Carlos.
Yeah, look at that guy. Handsome dude, too. On top of everything, handsome devil.
At the end of the day, we trust Carlos, and you should too. Carlos de la Fuente at Flex Funding. And let me give the information one more time, Paulie. Carlos at myflexnow.com if you want to email. Carlos at myflexnow.com, or give him a call, 925-250-4894, 250-4894.
Escobar, bro, you got it, man. You ain't kidding. I said, how did he do it? And Escobar just put the tongue emoji up. 2 of them. Okay, you know what? You're probably right, brother. You're probably right. I can't dispute that. Hey, also, NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC had a question for Los. He goes, hey, Los, are you available to, can the Giants borrow some wins from your services at Flex Funding? Can you offer some wins? Do you provide wins for the Giants? Great question. You're going to have to take that up with Los D on August 26th.
I tell you what, with the size of Carlos, either give him a bat and have him dig in, or put some pads on him. Either way, we could get Los on the diamond or on the gridiron, dude. Because the size.
Put Los on the football field. I think I'm sticking him in the backfield. I think I want him carrying the rock maybe 10, 15 times a game. I don't know. He's built like that. You know,
dude. The fact that Garendo and the Juszczyk are hurt now, you might want to put some pads on Los D.
You know what, Tony? Real quick, a little Niner diversion, because we haven't even talked about them yet today. You were on this like honestly, weeks ago, you're like, by the way, have you guys noticed Niners are getting hurt in practice like every day right now? And that trend continues. So what's the latest, Tony? Juszczyk? What happened to Juszczyk? I haven't even seen that report yet.
Juszczyk got hurt in practice. I don't know the exact injury. If anybody knows on the chat, feel free to inform us. But also Guerrero is out for a few weeks, I think. And then also Gibbons is out. So these are important cogs in the Niner wheel. Like I think they were relying on Guerrero a ton to spell McCaffrey. Now they got the Abdullah signing makes more sense because did they sense something was iffy with Guerrero? I don't know. Who knows? But dude, the fact that Juszczyk, the guy that they brought back, remember?
I do.
There are off the record reasons that Paulie and I have both heard that we don't need to get into why they brought him back. We don't have to get into, but I question them bringing him back personally. We'll see.
You want to see you what? You got a problem with you're not looking forward to seeing Kyle Juszczyk in the Pro Bowl, kicking, punting, field goals and stuff like that. That's what they had him doing at the Pro Bowl last year. He was kicking field goals. Our fullback. That's what's become of the Pro Bowl. Anyway, I'm a little concerned, to be honest with you. I mean, it is August now. We're going to be playing for real in about 4 or 5 weeks. So. Yeah, this trend of Niners dropping like flies down at camp is slightly concerning. But I'm gonna kind of brush it off for now. But as we get later in August, I mean, certainly you're gonna hope that good health is a bigger part of the story. And I got to be honest with you, Tony, I don't know, you and I haven't talked about this a lot in the past, but I will watch preseason football. A lot of people won't do it, but I will. I'll watch the game this Saturday. How about you? Are you like interested enough to watch?
Absolutely. I'm craving football so badly that, yes, I'll watch preseason football. And I also want to get a glimpse of this rookie Jordan James, the running back from Oregon, because obviously he's going to get some time. And it's just I'm looking, I think it's a shoulder. Yeah, it's a shoulder injury for Guerrero. And then it's also a pectoral injury for Gibbons. And then also the Achilles. Thank you, Escobar. I saw you on the chat. It was Juszczyk got his Achilles stepped on. So don't know how the extent of that injury for Juszczyk, but the fact that this is all happening, dude, it's just it drives me bonkers. And I don't know. We still don't know what's going on with Jennings' calf. That's a situation.
You know, you're right. And Ayuk, throw him on the pile too. When will he be available? If he's available, is he going to be effective? I don't know. Brandon Ayuk trying to get back in the fold. And on that note, I'm already hearing talk like Pearsall will now be considered almost as a number one option at the wide receiver position. I got to tell you the truth. I'm not entirely confident about that. All of a sudden, Pearsall's our number one receiver. Really? I'm not sure I've seen enough to be confident in him. I got to be totally. Now, I hope it works out. I hope the kid can play. I hope he's got good hands. I hope he's tough. How do I know? I got a very small sample size last year. I just think the rushing to anoint Pearsall as like the second coming of John Taylor or something is a little too premature. Let's not start blanking each other's blanks just yet. You know what I'm saying? Get that wolf back too. I need Tarantino. I need the wolf back there. Well, let's not start blanking each other's blanks just yet.
Nice. Okay. Also, Paulie, I just wanted, this is from Tim Kawakami, but he says one of the big storylines at camp was that this competition between Greg Joseph and Jake Moody was supposed to sharpen Jake Moody. They only had 9 practices, the Niners, and the Moody and Joseph only kicked in 4 of those practices. Now this quote unquote competition is over. We know that they released Greg Joseph. Jake Moody was trailing in that quote unquote competition. And Kawakami wonders if there was a kicking competition at all. Or was he just, because actually I think Greg Joseph made one more field goal. I think Moody was 21 of 24 and Greg Joseph was 22 of 24. So
Greg Joseph, any relation to John Joseph? I got to throw that out there and ask. Just every time we got a noteworthy name aligning with one of our listeners, I like to make sure we're not dealing with like a family connection. Because if there is, John Joseph, hook us up with some tickets. Let's have some 49er family parties, etc. Tony, go ahead.
I'm just, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Moody, dude, because mentally, I don't know if he's got it. I don't doubt the strength of his leg. I don't doubt the fact that he can boot the 55-yarder. I don't know if he's got the mental fortitude to kick a field goal with the game on the line. And if it's a field goal to win a game, to go to the playoffs or not go to the playoffs, you're telling me you're going to feel confident and comfortable with Moody?
Well, I'm going to wipe the slate clean for Moody. I am. I'm going to give him a chance.
Okay.
Well, you got to. We got no choice. This is the guy. So I'm going to watch.
No choice.
No, shout out De Niro. Don't overcook the steak. If you did overcook it, it defeats its own purpose. If you want to see a great domestic squabble, go watch Raging Bull. It's almost uncomfortable. It's too real. It's like, God damn, man. He's like, and then he flips the whole table over because it took too long for the steak to come over. He just flips the table. You know what I mean? In his own kitchen. Shout out Bobby B. All right.
Hold on, I got to give Pine Needle some love real quick. He says Jennings has contract calf, meaning that when they settle the contract, his calf will be healed. That's a great take, Pine Needle. And you're probably right, dude. You're probably right. Because it's like at the end of the day, he wants that contract and he's going to do what he has to do to get that contract. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in the next few weeks, Paulie.
Creative Tony, I got some information from John Joseph, as I always do. He's always coming strong with something. And I asked him if he was related, and he said no, but he goes, I do have like some kind of family connection to Hacksaw. Well, that's all you need, brother. That's all you need. And again, let me remind you and encourage you, all of you, get down to the Canyon Inn in San Carlos, Tony? Is that the right town?
No, Redwood City. I
always screw that up. I know how to get there. I just don't know where it is. You know what I mean? I know how to drive there. I don't know what town I'm in. All right, a Redwood City. It's up in the hills, hence the name the Canyon Inn. It is a Niner paradise. I cannot. And the guy who owns the place, Tim, is a buddy of ours. He's a great guy. And Niner stuff all over the walls from every era, including, and then the menu. All the menu items are based on 49ers. And my first time in there, John, I had a hacksaw burger with Tony, and I'm so glad I did. That was a good hamburger. It's such a great place. We're due. I need to get back to the Canyon Inn, Tony. It's been too long.
I spoke to Tim recently, the last time I took our Little League team in there, and he wants us to do a live broadcast from the Canyon Inn, so we should look into that down the road. Paulie, I'm only going to present this because you promised this at the end of the show yesterday, and I'm going to present it. And it's gonna raise your blood pressure, but I'm going to present it as we close the show before we show our ticket stubs. Okay, Paulie? Sure. Here we go. And this is, you were talking about this yesterday, and I want to follow through on it.
Walk us through this, Tony. I mean, this is the guy. This is the look at the guy on the left. First of all, get a helmet that fits, bro. You know what I mean? The helmet's like 3 inches off his head. What's that about? And you know, the whole thing.
By the way, hey, let's literally stop the entire game. Let's go to a commercial break because his helmet cracked. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you remember that last year in the playoffs?
The guy,
they stopped everything. They stopped everything. Hey, refs, go get a sandwich. Hey, everybody. Hey, line judges, go get a drink. Hey, because, dude, no, you give him another helmet and the game rolls on. You don't give him a freaking timeout. You don't go to commercial break. Oh, that's me off to no end, man. Sorry.
I just want everybody to know, okay, you got the numbers in front of you right here, and everybody, oh my God, here he comes, Patrick Mahomes. I've never seen anybody quarterback the way he does. He's incredible. He's rewriting the position. We'll never see another talent. But this guy, let me tell you what, man. He's a good quarterback.
Yes.
I'm not ready to anoint this guy as anything other than what he is, which is a good quarterback on a very good team. Tony, the numbers. Walk our listeners through these numbers. You tell me how great Mahomes is compared to our guy Brock.
It's the last 2 seasons, and there's a category that they don't have in this list, but I'll get to that in a second. 53 TDs for Mahomes, 51 for Brock Purdy. 25 interceptions for Mahomes, 23 for Brock Purdy. Total yards, passing yards, 8,111 for Mahomes, 8,144 for Brock Purdy. Completion percentage, 67.3 for Mahomes, 67.6 for Purdy. Passer rating, 93 for Mahomes, 104.4 for Brock Purdy. And the category that's not there, flops. Brock Purdy, 0. Okay?
Brock Purdy doesn't flop. Brock Purdy's a football player. He plays football. Patrick Mahomes is more of a ballet dancer at this point, more of a swing dancer like Noemi. You know what I mean? He gets over to the sidelines, starts doing his little dance, waiting so he can take a hit and then flop. And let me throw something else for consideration. And I'm just doing this to prove a point. The guy is not what everybody claims he is. He's like the league bends over backwards to accommodate this guy. They're not letting anybody touch him. You can barely say hello to this guy without getting a flag thrown in your face. And his numbers in terms of passes, that are more than 20 yards down the field, Patrick Mahomes, have been declining steadily for the past 4 years. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I do know that they have been declining 4 seasons in a row. Passes of 20 yards or more. Patrick Mahomes is not what he was at one time. In fact, most of his game now are just, you talk about game manager. I mean, is Patrick Mahomes really anything more than that? Most of his passes are screen passes, check downs, and then you get run after the catch. You get yards after the catch. But it's not like Mahomes is single-handedly going out there and destroying teams. It's far from that, actually. That's the reality.
Paulie, don't forget the 3rd and long scrambles where they let every Chiefs lineman hold while Mahomes makes up like 20 yards. Don't forget those plays too. And Paulie, I also want to say, you're going to hate this, but at the end of the day, Mahomes is 5-0 against the Niners, and he's got rings.
That I cannot dispute. No, that I cannot dispute. No, he did. And you know what? Good for Mahomes in that sense. Until the 49ers find a way to beat this team, and maybe they can't. I mean, they haven't shown us that they can. And the last time they played, they got blown out. Kansas City came to Levi's and just dominated. It was awful. So, yeah, and I blame a lot of that on Shanahan, too. I'm not going to just say that's like Brock Purdy's fault, that's Fred Warner's fault. No, I say it starts with the head coach. When you've lost to a team 5 consecutive times, you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? How am I not preparing this team properly? How am I not putting the right game plan in place to beat the Kansas City Chiefs? You've seen him enough times. And I would say Shanahan learned how to protect a lead. You got a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl in the 4th quarter with 8 minutes left to go. That's a game you need to win, my man. Find a way to protect the lead. Bill Walsh, George Seifert, those guys had the answer. You're starting to wrap. Okay, should we do tickets, or you want to boot that to tomorrow?
Your call on that. We could boot it to tomorrow, or we can do a couple quick stubs if you want to show them a couple quick stubs.
All right, let's do some stubs. Let's do some stubs, and then we'll wrap. Yeah.
We're gonna start that. Then I'm gonna start. Corinne got the vibe going today with these pictures. She's sending pictures of her stubs, and I want to share this because we encourage you to email them into pauliespod@gmail.com. Corinne sent this, and this is a badass. Look at this, Paulie. So this is do you see that box of season tickets from I can't sorry, I zoomed it in too quickly. This is your 2013 season tickets inside. Remember when they used to do this? You got the box, you got the paper tickets, you got the whole season ticket guide, and look at that. You got the ticket stubs. It's a beautiful thing that I don't think happens anymore. So now you got your barcodes. Now you got do you have your phone? Could you put your phone up to the reader? Can you tell me that is a faster system than just tearing a stub? Please.
No, and there's always problems. Like even this weekend at Golden Gate Park, I saw people having problems getting scanned. It's such a pain in the ass. I mean, how expensive can it be to print some tickets? Like, we're saving on cost. I mean, bro, it's a piece of paper, man. It can't be that expensive. And it's very frustrating. Nice little medallion they give you too. And they would send you a gift as a season ticket holder. The 49ers used to send me a gift every year at the end of the season. I miss it, man. There was nothing better than going to your mailbox and seeing that huge envelope, or in this case, looks like a box they sent out. But when I was doing it, it was just a big envelope. And then you would open it up and you had every ticket to every game, and they already would print the playoff tickets. In fact, let me show you one of those first. Like, this is from 98 when I was still a season ticket holder. Nice. Obviously, if the game would be played, see how it just says 98 NFC playoff.
By the way, Paulie, 3Com Park, dude.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it, man? 3Com Park.
Was 3Com Park the fun place to be?
Hey, playoff game. Yes, it was. No, that might have been Monster. That might have been during the Monster Park.
I'll never forget Paulie and I driving into Candlestick, and we're driving under the sign that says, "Welcome to Monster Park," and it literally said, "A fun place to be."
If I had a cell phone back then, I would have taken a picture to prove it. It's actually a fun place to be. I was like, now we've hit rock bottom, buddy. And that was during the Erickson era, too. That was Dennis Erickson. I think at that game, I have no idea who we played. I have no idea who won. I have no recall of that game whatsoever, except for you and I sitting way, way, way up in like one of the end zone corner. We were moving around the stick a lot that day, you and I. And then I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure, we bailed like in the 4th quarter. We're like, let's just get the hell out of here. Like it was not a great time. Yes, Tommy Peralta has physical tickets printed for 826 because he is a badass. Tony, another one. Thank you, Dom. Another super to back that up right away from Dub City. It's a long one too. Let's see what he's got here.
He says, back in the day, Gene Simmons was dropping anchor on women about as often as Kruger going on extended rants on 10th string practice squad linebackers from Midwest junior colleges. Oh, he wants to fly Pelican. Stand by. Hang on a minute.
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
No question. Dub City, thanks so much, man. I look forward to hanging out with you again soon. I really do. And Tony, thanks for having that great ear, dude. Fly Pelicans. Actually, I think that was inspired by Los D, wasn't it? The Fly Pelicans. He was the inspiration behind that. Anyway, a couple other quickies here as I kind of go around the bay here, Tony. I got the Rangers and the Sharks, December 12th,
Nice.
2000. You ready for this one? Short and fat, buddy. Nice and wide. Look at the size of this ticket compared to the Niner ticket. Look at the size difference, bro.
Nice.
This one's got the length. This one's got the girth.
Well, guys, hold that closer for the picture. A little higher, a little higher. Yeah, look at that picture. That's sweet. Look, a little puck drop. Nice.
Yeah. And also, it's always fun to look at the prices on these bad boys. This one, actually, that was a comp, but the Niner ticket was for a playoff game, $54. Okay, wow. $54. Yeah. Today's probably 300. Here's another fatty. I got Golden State Warriors playing the New York Knicks. Tony, March 24th, 1998, at the new arena in Oakland with Thunder. Thunder's in the house, buddy.
Shout out Thunder, dude.
Look at that guy, dude. Look at him. Remember there was a guy in a suit walking around the building dressed like Thunder, jumping off trampolines and shit? It was crazy back then. Anyway, the Knicks and here's one for Raider Nation. You guys, listen, I'm not a Raider hater. I've said that all my life. Actually, I have no problem with the Raiders. And Tony and I, we did our time with the Raiders. We did our time with Al Davis. We went to a few Raider games. Here's the Jets and the Raiders. Wow, this is right after September 11th. Holy cow. This is September 16th, 2001. But there you go. Jets, Raiders.
Oh, my God. Is that the Joe Bugle Raiders?
No.
I'm trying to remember if that was
Callahan, maybe 2008.
Have you seen the footage of Pete Carroll just running around? He was trying to like body slam a lineman. I saw a video yesterday.
He's in his 70s, by the way.
73, dude. And he's running around camp like he's 22. And I got to say, I applaud it, man. And I know there's a lot of Pete Carroll haters out there. I'm not one of them. I'm a fan. I respect the man. I love his vibe. I love his energy. He's also very philanthropic that he never wants to be in the media. He's just a good dude.
Philanthropic, unlike Brett Favre, who likes to steal from philanthropic causes. By the way, I showed this picture of Thunder a minute ago. Now I look over at the board. This is why the PMP community is top-notch, second to none. Anthony Merkovich, ready for this one? Escobar and I know Thunder. I guess they know the guy who was in the suit. That's incredible. Maybe get him on the show. Pass along his contact info. We'll get him on the show to interview.
You got one more? Then I got a couple of them.
I got two more, and then I'm done. Just a couple of old Giant stubs for you. These are going back to the Candlestick Park days. I got Giants Rockies from a Thursday. It's a day game. God only knows when I probably cut work that day. Thursday, August 22nd, 1999, 1 o'clock. First pitch at Candlestick with Barry Bonds on the thing, the 40 for 40. Yeah, that's a nice, big, healthy. Take a look at the size of that bad boy. And then one more, and I'm done, Tony. This is Giants Astros at Candlestick. Another day game. Dude, look at me going to day games in the middle of the week. Thursday, April 15th, 1999, 105 first pitch. Here you go.
Dude.
By the way, you know what's crazy about this ticket right here, Tony?
Willie Mays on the stub? Is that Mays on the stub?
It's
I think it is.
No, I think that's McCovey. It's actually kind of hard to tell, but he's a lefty. I think that's McCovey.
No, that's a righty.
I honestly can't tell.
I think it's a righty. I can't tell who it is.
Mays. That is Mays. You're right. That's Mays.
Yeah, okay.
And Tony, for your head, you ready for this, dude?
Go.
This is April 15th, 1999. The next night and the night after that, I was with you at the Warfield seeing Phil and Friends with the guys from Fish. How about that? This was the day before our first and those, by the way, Deadheads in the audience, those shows, those Phil and Friends shows with Trey and Paige and Kamak, some of the best live music I've ever seen played. I'm just throwing that out there. And Tony was with me both nights. That was incredible. Great memories for us, pal. That was great stuff.
I will echo that sentiment about some of the best live music I've ever seen, ever. I mean, Donna was in the house. Donna Jean came out. It was crazy. She was looking at Phil. I think Trey had a crush on her, or she had a crush on Trey. There was a lot going on up there. And don't sleep on John Molo, the drummer, John freaking Molo. dude, and part of the bald brethren, Los D. He's another bald brother like us. And by the way, Los D, let me know how your Freebird razor is doing. Los D and I were sharing texts about razor recommendations. The Freebird, it's a razor just for bald head. I'm gonna reach out to them to sponsor me. Anyways, 2 stubs, Paulie, 2 stubs, real quick. You mentioned Fish. You mentioned the guys from Fish. When I was in Florida for the Y2K, the world's gonna end. Fish did a big festival out in Big Cypress Seminole Indian Reservation for that New Year's Eve, turning 2000. But before that, on December 27th, 1999, I went to Dolphins Jets.
Nice.
In Miami. It was a freaking blast, man. Cool stadium too.
Is that that was Joe Robbie, you said?
Yeah, I think that was Joe Robbie. Yeah, that was Joe Robbie, and that's Don Shule, obviously, on the ticket stub. And then but also you look at this, dude. Look at this. It was a Monday night football game, dude. Look at the kickoff time. 9 p.m.
Yeah,
dude.
that's East Coast, buddy. That's how they live on the East Coast. That's why everybody's so crazy back there, man. You don't get home from a Monday night football game till like 1:30 in the morning, and then you got to go to work in 4 hours. It's a bonkers way to live. I'm telling you.
No, thank you, man. I'll take West Coast all day.
Yeah.
And this one, real quick. This is when I was at Jazz Fest. My brother-in-law, Rob, you know Rob Pauly. He and I went to the
EPA. I can't wait to hear the story behind this.
Dude, this was the New Orleans Hornets playoff basketball game. We bought tickets while we were there for Jazz Fest. And the best part is Rob and I, we were getting ready to be prepared to go to Jazz Fest after the game, because I think this was a daytime tip. I'm looking at the doesn't say that, or doesn't it says date and time TBA, opponent TBA, but we got the tickets ahead of time. We go to the game. It was a daytime game. Rob and I we're lubed up. We're feeling no pain, shall we say. They went to a timeout.
Lubed up. You're not talking about like in Top Gun, oiled up, shirtless volleyball. Is that what you mean when you say lubed up? Are you guys slapping glutes and all that?
No. I'm talking about extracurriculars.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, dude, if I dude. Okay, hold on, Paulie. I have video of it, dude.
I don't know what's going on right now. Okay, I'm here. Whenever. Yeah.
Okay, so they go to a timeout, right? They go to a timeout, and then all of a sudden the Hornet mascot comes out, and all of a sudden he's going to jump through a ring of fire. Dude, the ring of fire didn't go out. So all the fire extinguishers, everything, nothing was going out.
You were at this game right here?
I was at this game, and dude, they had like a 45-minute delay because all the fire extinguisher soot was all over the floor.
I can't wait. Go ahead.
The mascot for the Hornets looking to dunk through the ring of fire, and apparently the ring of fire was not extinguished. It didn't go out. Okay.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is just beautiful. This is what you get.
There's the fire extinguishers.
Look at that guy.
Didn't they practice?
He's spraying hard. He's like, I don't care. I'm putting this thing out.
What idiot came up with this?
How you going to play ball on the court after this?
Dude, look at the arena right there. Look at the arena.
Concert. It looks like a Kiss show right there. You know what I mean? Kiss has taken the stage. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
It was a basketball game, dude. They had to get both teams off the floor. They had to clean the floor, and Rob and I are in the stands, and we are out of our, we're, like I said, extracurriculars, and we're losing our minds. Like, I can't believe this is happening.
Well, this is something like you would see like in that Will Ferrell movie, like Semi-Pro. Like this is like ABA basketball high school kind of stuff. That's amazing, Tony. Good stuff. Good recall.
It's unbelievable. Look at the guy, like 4 hoses.
And they had to
I'm not touching that thing. Look at the guy holding it with his stick. That's my guy. That guy came in spraying hard. He's like, I'm putting a stop to this right now. But then all those like chemicals are going to be all over the floor from the fire extinguisher. That's crazy, man.
So they had to like sweep it up. But listen to Reggie Miller here, and then we'll wrap it up.
the fire extinguishers.
Well, my question is, didn't they practice this before? I mean, what idiot came up with this that's going to delay this game and possibly hurt one of these players out here? Because
is that incredible?
Just leave that there. Leave that there as we wrap the show. I want to look at that again. I'd say Gene Simmons might want to call the Charlotte people and say, like, dude, how did you get that much smoke? I want to use that when we do our next reunion tour, because that isn't. Leave that photo up there. I can't get enough of that. And shout out to the mysterious circle in the upper left corner. God knows what that's about. Who knows? I want to thank Carlos De La Fuente, Los D. He's my main man, and Flex Funding, great sponsor for the show. Carlos, thank you so much, man. Without you, we got no show. So thank you, man, very much for helping us out. And I encourage everybody who is in need of some financial assistance, financial advice. Maybe you need a loan. Maybe you want to do your mortgage and tweak that. Carlos can help you out with all that stuff. So do give him a call and have that conversation. 925-250-4894. You can email Carlos at myflexnow.com. Los, looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks, buddy. Then, of course, Dr. Matt Young, the official dentist of the Polymac Particle Show, co-host Creative Tony, and everybody in the PMP community. Have you guys taken my advice? If you call Dr. Young, you really should. And you'll see why. As soon as you do, you're going to come back to the show and you're going to be like, Polymac, you were right. You were right about Dr. Matt Young. Tony, by the way, look at the screen right now. How great is this? You see the top of my head, your shoulder, and just a thing of smoke. It's fantastic. I think we might want to broadcast like this regularly. Just like having to do like this, like, hey, what's up, you guys? Like sticking my head in between the teeth. That's killer. Anyway, Dr. Matt Young is a wonderful human being, an even better dentist. 415-392-8611. Email Dr. Young at info@youngdentalsf.com. Make your appointment now, and you will not regret that. You will be in very, very good hands. Dr. Matt Young specializes in implant surgery. He also offers the entire gamut of comprehensive dental care, cleanings, orthodontics, fillings, implants, veneers, and a whole lot more. Thank you, Dr. Matt Young, for supporting the show. We freaking love you, buddy, and I'll see you soon as well. I'm trying to get Dr. Matt Young to come out and join us on August 26th, which would be a great thing because you guys could all talk to him. He's such an easy guy to get along with. Really good guy, really good family, and a great practice down at Union Square. All right, Tony, I think we've done our work for today. Tomorrow night, we're going to do the night flight. And again, a programming note for Thursday, special start time 4:20. That's after my hellish day at the San Francisco DMV. And yes, Carlos, I got to go to Fell Street. It's going to be a freaking nightmare, bro. I'm not looking forward to this. But I have an appointment, though, at least, so hopefully it'll go a little smoothly. I'm not just going to wait in line like a jackass all day. I don't plan on it anyway. All right, Creative Tony, bring me Professor Diamond David Lee Roth, if you could.
There we go.
All right, brother. Fun show today. Always a good time. That was the highlight of the show. The mishap, the fire mishap down in Charlotte. That was incredible, dude. The smell. Look at that, bro. That's an NBA game right there. You're looking at. It's an NBA game.
Ollie, that was a New Orleans Pelicans playoff game, dude. I mean, Hornets, New Orleans Hornets before they became Pelicans. It was the Hornets. And I was like, dude, this is outrageous. So it was a playoff game. It was nationally broadcast. And we're sitting in the stands. Obviously, the TV audience didn't see it because it was during a commercial break. But dude, they could not get this fire out. It was outrageous, man. So anyways, thanks for indulging me, buddy.
No, it looks like a soldier like walking across a battlefield at the end of a long day of like cannon fire or something like that. It's amazing. Thank you, Creative Tony. Thank you, Dom, Dub City, Rags, SF Charlie, John Joseph, Sweet Mad Hatter, Noemi, all of you guys, Escobar, you know how it is, John Joseph. Thanks, everybody. We freaking love you guys, and we will see y'all tomorrow night at 8 p.m. In the meantime, we got Giants' first pitch at 3:40. Logan Webb, hopefully he gets a job done, and we can talk about a Giant win tomorrow night. Enjoy your Tuesday. It's a beautiful day in the Bay, everybody. Be good to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Cheers, y'all.